Okay, welcome back. Now in this short video, we're going to learn how to copy a competency as well as a competency's entire structure. So here I am. I went to Edit Course and then Competencies to get to my competency home screen. And then if I go to More Actions and Copy, I can choose to either copy a competency or a learning objective. If I click on competency, I can see I can copy the entire competency structure, including any activities I've associated with that competency. I can copy the entire structure but exclude the activities, and I can just copy the competency itself, the top tier. So I decide which one of these I want to choose. Let's go ahead and copy the entire structure. So we'll just leave it set there. And then we'll set the status to draft. And then we choose which one we want. So I'll just go ahead and choose art criticism, my competency structure for that, because I know I have objectives nestled underneath that so we can see what it looks like. As you see, it defaults to put copy of in there, so it's not the same name, which is nice, so you don't get confused which is the original and which is the copy. So we'll hit continue. Then it shows me all what's nestled under that. It's going to make copies of all my objectives as well with the name copy of in front, so I won't get confused. So if I click finish, and then I can make any last minute edits, have my additional identifier in there from the previous, or from the original that I set up, with my art content standard in there. It's visible to users, and right now I have this checked, so it'll allow reevaluation of users if I edit anything. So I click save, and you can see here now, copy of art criticism. This entire structure has been copied. So if I look at the original, I have description, analysis, interpretation, judgment, and personal reflection under art criticism. And if I go down to the copy, it made copies of all those objectives. So I can make changes to any of these. Say I change this name somehow. Let me take copy of off, and I'll just put a few stars in there to show you. And then I'll just change this a little bit. And if we save that, it shouldn't change the original. So copy of art criticism, and I changed the title of this objective. This one should still be the same. So you know, no revisions have been made to the original. They're not tied to the copy in any way. So this might be useful if you're creating a structure kind of like I did here within art history, ethnographic arts. And ethnographic arts is kind of my module topic. And under the module, these are all the lessons I'm going to cover under the ethnographic arts. So I set those kind of up similarly with characteristics, vocabulary, cultural influence. And then the next one, some of them are a little different, but vocabulary, cultural influence, characteristics, vocabulary, cultural influence. So instead of doing each one of these individually, I could copy this structure several times and then just change the title here on this one and put in a new description, and then go back and pick another one and then change the title to African art, and then change a new description. So if that makes sense, I wouldn't have to necessarily start from scratch every time. And now just one more time, I'm going to delete this copy because I don't need it. So I'm going to go to delete, and I can go down to copy, where it says copy of art criticism, and I can delete that. And now you'll see this independent learning objectives has popped up. It doesn't know where to put these objectives anymore because they're not tied to any competencies. So it's stuck under here. So if you ever see this pop up, you've deleted something or moved something, and now you have these free agents roaming around over here. So If I want, I can delete those. So let's go to delete and go down to my learning objectives. So all the ones that say copy, I'm going to get rid of, and the one with all the stars, delete selected, and you can see the independent objectives have gone away. All right, well, I hope that gives you some food for thought on how to use the copy feature. You can copy any of these competencies or learning objectives. Under learning objectives, you can do the same thing where you can exclude or exclude activities. So it can be very useful and time-saving once you get familiar with it. I hope it helps, and thanks for watching.